Good morning, grade 4 students. How are you? Welcome to a new English lecture. This is lecture number 1 for semester 4, week 35. In this lecture, we're going to study about possessives, identify a possessive noun. We're also going to form the possessive of singular nouns, form the possessives of regular plural nouns, irregular plural nouns, plus we're going to find errors and correct them. Correct the errors with possessives. You can refer to questions in this lecture and to your grammar practice book pages 41 till 35. First, what are possessives? Possessives show ownership. They show something belongs to someone or something else. They possess something. For example, if we want to show that a book belongs to the boy, we can say the boy's book. It means the book of the boy. Rather than saying the book of the boy, I can simply say the boy's book by adding apostrophe s. Let's find out more. How might you say these ideas using possessive form? The coat belongs to the girl. We say the girl's coat. Rather than saying the bone belongs to the dog, I can simply say the dog's bone. Rather than saying the pencil belongs to the teacher, we can say, you got it, the teacher's pencil. And rather than saying the jump ropes belong to the students, we can simply say the students' jump ropes. Now I want you to pay attention to the differences here. Here I have one girl, so I used apostrophe then s. I have the bone belongs to the dog, one dog, so I used apostrophe s. Here I have teacher, one teacher, I used apostrophe s. However, here I have a student, so it's already in plural. So I only added the apostrophe to the end of the noun. We're going to go through these in details in the next slides. To form the possessive of a singular noun, we simply add apostrophe and s, as this one. For example, car becomes cars, apostrophe then s. First, you know that a noun names a person, a place, or a thing. So possessives, these are possessive nouns. We use them for nouns. It means we do not use them for verbs. Singular means that there's only one. Okay, when there is more than one, we call it a plural. We already know this information, this step. For example, of the singular noun, cat has a brush. So I have one cat, okay, and it has a brush. Then the possessive form will be what? The cat's brush. As I said, you simply write the noun as it is in singular, and then you add the apostrophe s, becomes the cat's brush. Let's practice singular possessives. Now what do we have here? The lady owns the coat. The lady owns the coat. It means which one of these is the right answer? Do I say the lady's coat, the lady's coat, or the lady's coat? As you can see, the three options are pronounced the same: the ladies, the ladies, the ladies. But when writing them, which one is the right answer? Let's find out. First, we're talking about possessiveness because I have here owning, ownership. Remember, possessive means ownership. So this lady owns the coat. Okay, then I know that I should have apostrophe s, or maybe just apostrophe. So if I have lady, lady alone is singular. The coat that I'm talking about is also singular. So here, what do I add? Do I add apostrophe s or only apostrophe? I'm 100% sure that it's not ladies. This is not the right answer. Okay, because I do not have apostrophe. There's no possessive here. What about, is it S apostrophe or apostrophe S? Since it's in singular, it means the right answer is number 3. The lady apostrophe S then coat. Next one, the man has a belt. So I have here, so the belt that belongs to the man. So it has to be the man's belt. But how do I write it? Which one? Is it number 1 or 2 or number 3? Is it without possessive, without apostrophe? Of course no. So I'm going to cross number 1. Man's, is it S apostrophe? Do I have, can I write man's like this? Is it in plural? I only write the apostrophe after S if it's in plural. Is this the plural of man? Of course no. So it has to be in singular. It means we have number 3 as well. Frank owns the boat. It means the boat of a Frank. So it has to be Frank's boat. This is how I should write it. But where do I put the apostrophe? Is it without apostrophe? Of course no. Is it apostrophe then S or S then apostrophe? The answer is number 2. To form the possessive of a plural noun ending in S, I already have the S. So what do? I only add the apostrophe. Dogs, it's already in plural. I only add the apostrophe at the end. So the plural means there's more than one, as we said. For example, boy, this is one boy. In a plural becomes boys. It means more than one. Could be 2, could be 3. This means we have a plural now. Since one S was already added to make this noun a plural, then we do not add another S. Okay, I cannot say, for example, dogs, and then I add another apostrophe S. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work like that. I cannot say the dog's bone, for example. This is completely wrong. We do not do that. For example, if I have the girls' notebook, the 3 girls' notebook, okay? So I'm talking about the 3 girls. It means I have girls here is in plural, so I only added the apostrophe after the S. So we do not say, as I said, we do not say the girls' notebook. Let's do some practice using plural possessives. 3 ladies own the business. Means the business of the ladies. So how do I put it in possessive? Ladies' business. So do I put it without possessive? Of course no. So it shouldn't be without apostrophe because I have ownership. Can I say it's S apostrophe or S or apostrophe then S, just like the singular? Of course no. If you understood what we were explaining, then you should choose number 2. The pen belongs to 2 dogs. The dog's pen. I do not say the dog's pen, remember. So is it without apostrophe? Of course no. It's not a regular plural. Is it S apostrophe or apostrophe S? Now here I cannot assume it's apostrophe S because this one means that I have 1 dog. You have to pay attention, okay? It has to be S apostrophe in order to show plural. I have more than 1 dog. So the answer is number 2. Let's practice both of them together, the singular and the plural. So the ring belongs to the girl. The ring belongs to the girl. So how do I put it? I have the girl's ring. So here I have 1 girl, okay? So when I have 1 girl, there's no S. It means I should add apostrophe then S. Which one here has apostrophe then S? Is it number 1? No, number 1 is S apostrophe. Is it number 2? Yes, it's apostrophe S. Of course it's not number 3 because it's not just a plural. I have to show possessive. The bike belongs to 3 boys. See, here I have boys. I have more than 1. This is a plural. Okay, so when I have a plural noun, what do? Do I add apostrophe S or I only add apostrophe to the S? I have the options. Do I say the boys' bike? I keep it in plural and then add apostrophe S. Does it make sense to have 2 S? Is it the boy's bike? The boy and then apostrophe s, it's like I'm talking about one boy? Or is it the boy's bike, boys, I have a plural, boys, and then I added apostrophe to show ownership? The answer is number 3, of course. The 4 cooks own the kitchen. I have ownership, okay? And here I have 1 kitchen. So it's going to be the cook's kitchen. So who's owning the kitchen? 4 cooks. So what are the options that we have? The cook's kitchen, the cook's s apostrophe, or the cook's apostrophe s. So if you really got the idea, you should be able to answer correctly by now. The answer is number 2. The tools belong to dad. Okay, so what are the options here? I have dad's tools. Is it apostrophe s? Dad's tools s apostrophe, it's more than one dad, or dad's tools without apostrophe? Since I have belong, it means this is possessive. I have 1 dad, okay, so these tools are for the dad, for one dad, so I use apostrophe s. Some nouns are made into plural without adding s. Remember, like plural of mouse is mice, right? There is no s. Plural of man is men, for example. Plural of ox is oxen, okay? So some nouns they become plural without adding s. So what do we do in order to put them in possessive? Do I put apostrophe s, or I put only apostrophe? Let's find out. As I said, for example, man becomes men, mouse, mice, child, for example, children. So what do we do with these words? Let's find out. To form the possessive of a plural noun that doesn't end in s, we add apostrophe then s, just like the singulars, okay, because there's no s. For example, mice becomes mices, okay? Mice alone doesn't have an s, so I added apostrophe s to make it in possessive. For example, the cars belong to the men, okay? So this is in plural. How do I write it? The men's cars. I put apostrophe s just like it's in singular. The cheese belongs to the mice. I have mice, so this is also plural. It becomes the mice's cheese. And the last one, the children owns the toys. It becomes the children's toys. So please pay attention. Even though these are in a plural, but I added apostrophe s because they do not end in s. Let's practice plural possessives in general. The dishes belong to the women. So it's going to be the women's dishes, right? So the women's, I have to put what? Apostrophe, then s. So which one is the right answer? S apostrophe, apostrophe s. I add s and then apostrophe s. The right answer is number 2, apostrophe, then s. The barn belongs to the oxen. Oxen, this is also a regular plural. So how do I put it in possessive? Do I say oxen's barn, apostrophe s, s apostrophe, or only s? The right answer is apostrophe s. The people own the seats. Now this one in plural, okay? So how do I put it in possessive? What are the options? Do I say the people's seats? Do I add s to people and then put the apostrophe? People's, or people's in this form, apostrophe then s? Well, people is in plural, okay? And then I should only add apostrophe then s. This is the end of our lecture. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got the idea. Please don't forget to do your practice book pages 41 till 45.